This is the story of Courtney Palmer. His episode of First 48. He had two. They're called Unspeakable 1 and 2. They are on season 17, episodes 27 and 28. Courtney Palmer was the witness to a shooting in an apartment complex. One of his friends got shot. He got interviewed by the police and he kept begging the police to save him, put him in witness protection, get him some type of help. He knew that they were going to kill him. 48 hours went by. After they talked to him, no one had heard from him. They called his mom. She hadn't heard from him, and she was worried because they had a close relationship. And he was schizophrenic, bipolar. He had a lot of mental issues. Now, Courtney had let them know that he was telling them what happened with Duke because he didn't want Duke to feel like he set him up. What happened was that Courtney was over there drunk. His friend took the keys, thought they were Courtney's keys, but they were really Duke's. He took Duke back over to the apartment where the keys were taken from, but the girl was not there. A shooting occurred from Duke trying to get his keys. He got shot up. He survived. But while he was in the hospital fighting for his life, they had kidnapped Courtney and lured him in to beat him to death. Then they threw his body in Muskogee County, burnt him up, rumored that he got fed to the hogs. As you see here in this still from the first 48 episode of Courtney smoking a cigarette, this is after he explained to the detectives that he needs to be put in protective custody and that he is a witness to this crime and that he fears for his life and that he knows that they are going to kill him. They failed him tremendously. Tulsa failed this man tremendously. This man begged for his life. He begged for safety. He begged for them to understand that this was going to be a retaliation crime. He let them know from jump he had nothing to do with it. And the officers just let him go on out here. They told him to stay at his mom's house, but they should have took more heed to the situation that he was begging for his help, for his life, for them to put him somewhere where nobody could find him. His mom's house was still somewhere people could contact him, get him to go places because they knew he was not mentally all the way there. He was easily influenced. This was one of the saddest cases of the first 48 and in Tulsa, Oklahoma itself. Like, he was not just on the first 48. It's different crime shows that have this. But this episode of First 48 is called Unspeakable Parts 1 and 2, Season 17, Episodes 27 and 28. Stay tuned for Part 2 as we get into the actual murder of Courtney Palmer.